friends. I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite videos to film every year. Today is the day where I get to preview the Erin Condren Life Planner products for the next year. I've got the 2019-2020 lineup to show you today. I have 5 planners to show you today. I have the colorful vertical, neutral horizontal, colorful hourly. It's hard to say all those. And then the brand new binder, which I believe mine is one of the calendars I'm already showing you. It's the neutral horizontal. Brand new binder, hot off the presses. And a bunch of accessories. Little sneak peek, couple of my favorite things. Oh, hello, planny pouch. Oh, hello, beautiful pen. Featuring the new kaleidoscope pattern, which is the pattern of the year. If you've been an Erin Condren Life Planner fan for a while, you know that they pick a new pattern every year. Last year it was Woven Wonder, and I think before that it was the something petals. I can't remember the name of it now, but they are gorgeous, and I can't wait to pop through them with you. So I'm gonna pop an overhead view. We have a lot to go through, so I'm not gonna talk a lot here. I'm just gonna give you one more sneak peek of something new this year, a planner box. So let's pop in, let's take a look. Let's dive right into Life Planner land. It's time, let's dive in. Let's dive right in. Right off the bat, big change when you open your Erin Condren box. It's still a pretty box you get in the mail. The planners now come in their own storage boxes. And the storage box features the new kaleidoscope pattern. And the colorway of the box will match what kind of planner you chose. So if you chose a colorful planner, you'll get the colorful box. If you chose a neutral planner, you'll get the neutral box. If any of you guys watched my Plan with Lakin video, I talked about how I really thought they should have storage boxes, and she agreed. She thought that would be great. A lot of the competitors do a storage box now, and I am psyched that they're adding this. And they say it's part of the price of the planner. Now, the price of the planner has increased from $55 to $60, and the box retails separately for $6. They've also discontinued the vinyl pouch you used to get with the planner. So, is it included? I guess you could say that. I mean, prices go up on products all the time, and I don't know what their back end looks like, but that's just something I thought was interesting to note. Apologize for the glare, as always. So the box. Let's talk about the box first, because that's really the first thing you're going to notice when you get your planner. The bottom is pretty nice, I think. It's pretty sturdy feeling. It's not the most sturdy feeling box, but it's pretty nice. I think this is a nice bottom. But the top, however, I just wish, why is it this? Why is the top this? It's a much thinner cardboard, and it's this slip over style, which I guess if you're just using it for storage, like, that's no biggie. But I just thought if they were going to do a box, it would be a little bit of a nicer box, to be honest. And to include it in a price that they've already bumped up the price of, the whole planner itself. So I will say that I'm excited they are including a box now, but I'm a bit disappointed in the actual box. So my planner PR box had 4 planners in it. Keep that in mind. So here's the neutral one. Had 4 planners in it, and I've only just taken them out of the box. Like, I haven't taken the boxes anywhere. Like, I haven't done anything to them, and they're already starting to show signs of wear, which, to be quite honest, I think is a big bummer. In fact, one of my planners I got, the box is already ripping. Do you see that? And this is the sturdier part. So I'm a little underwhelmed by the box, to be honest. But again, I'm glad they are including a box. I think it's a nice feature. About the pricing, that might be a different point. I'm not entirely sure why they increased the price that much. And I think they should have left the vinyl pouch in, to be honest, if they were going to increase the price, even with the addition of the box. That's just my personal opinion. You guys know I'm going to keep it real. That being said, the planner, I just love. It is gorgeous. This is the colorful vertical. It's the basic, to me it's basic life planner is the color vertical, because that's where it all started. That's all there was for a long time. They have definitely upgraded the ruler this year, And I think the ruler is much nicer. It's more of like a really thick vinyl. Let me grab last year's Life Planner, which I have on hand to do quick comparisons with you. This is the ruler, and this is the ruler they've had for a while. And it's nice that it's clear. This one still has some of that blue stuff on it. It's just a little bit smaller. It's a little bit more snappy. This one's a little bit more flexible, and I just think it's really nice, and I think it's a nice upgrade. And so I think that's a nice change they made. Every planner comes standard with this ruler, and it features the kaleidoscope design. I'm not crazy about the kaleidoscope design as it is on the ruler, but I actually really like it in the planner, and I didn't think I was going to when I heard a little bird told me what the plan was in advance for the new design this year, and I was like, oh boy, that sounds busy. But it's not. So the stats are pretty similar to last year. The planner comes in 4 different coils. There's a rose gold, there's a matte black, right? There's a yellow gold, like so, and then there's the silver. I actually have all 4 here to show you, and it's their same signature coil. It's the best planner coil on the market. It's my absolute favorite. I think it's just so sturdy and beautiful and stands the test of time. I haven't used a Life Planner in the last year or 2, but I have used Life Planners a lot in the last 5 years, and the coil has always held up beautifully for me, and I've never had any issues with it. It comes in 3 layouts, which I have all of which to show you today. Hourly, vertical, and horizontal. 2 color schemes, neutral and colorful, I both to show you today in a couple of the different planners. And then 3 calendar options. You can get an 18-month, and I believe these are all 18 months, which start, and these are 2019-2020 planners. They start in July of 2019, and they end in December of 2020, or there's 2 12-month options. A January 2020 to December 2020, or a July 2019 to June 2020. So depending on when you want to start your planner. I only have the 18 months to show you today, but just imagine it without the extra 6 months in the front. Each comes with a storage box, like I said. There's no more vinyl pouch. Instead now, they still give you the little goodie bag, which I will open up for you. But it's just in a little plastic ditty this year. Honestly, you guys, I think the vinyl pouch was a nice thing that they gave, because I used mine a lot with my planners, and you could like attach it with your coil clip, which I thought was nice. So it comes with 3 compliment cards, which are beautiful and metal foil. This looks like a sticker. I'm gonna think this is a sticker. I think it is. I'm not really sure. A couple of their labels, which they always share, and then some information and a 20% off card coupon for your next purchase, which I think is a pretty standard thing that they've done for many years, which is nice. Let me show you, if you want a refresher, what this looked like last year and what it's been like for a couple of years that they've had the little vinyl pouch, and then they give you the coil clip that you can stick to it, and then you can stick it in your pouch wherever you want. I like this feature. I think it's nice, and it's something I'm going to miss. I don't know if they're going to sell the vinyl pouch separately or they're doing away with it altogether. I don't know. Let's see. As per usual, it's a 7 by 9 inch planner, which is pretty standard for them. Yep. That's not coil to coil. That's just the pages. Coil to coil, it's bigger than that. And it's still using the amazing Mohawk 80-pound text weight paper, which is 118 GSM if you're a paper person and want to know about that. So all of those stats are still the same, and it's $60 now at base price. Alright, so now that we've gotten through all of that stuff, let's flip through. I'm going to go through the colorful vertical first, because to me it is, it's the one, right? So this is the kaleidoscope color, which I think is beautiful. This also comes in neutral. There's a bunch of new covers this year. All the covers now have this barcode on them, which is really not as beautiful, but I understand why they do that. It's just for quality control and to keep on top of everything. And then you have your vellum paper with the kaleidoscope pattern there, your cover page, and then your quote pages. This is a little busy, but I really love the colors. It's just so vibrant and beautiful. You have your 2019 and 2020 calendars at a glance for easy referral. And then 12 boxes for goal setting. If you want to write down birthdays, special dates, holidays, whatever you want to do. and then you can customize those so they don't have to be per month. They can be whatever you want. Kind of extra notes page there, and then here we go flipping into the planner. So each of the monthly tabs is on a kind of a thicker sheet. It's more of a cardstock weight than the paper weight. It's beautiful paper, it really is, and that's why the colors really pop on it. The Mohawk paper is just gorgeous. And it's quote page, right? So you get a quote on each month, and each month is color. It's assigned a color, and I believe the colors have remained the same over the years, or at least over the past few years. Yeah, see, navy, this is the 2018-2019 planner. So navy, let me take the little sticky notes off. Navy for July, and yellow for August, and purple for September. So that has remained the same. So if you have like sticker kits that do kind of special monthly sticker kits that coordinate with stickers, those will still go. So now the monthly page, instead of last year, it just went right into the monthly cover page, went right into the month at a glance on 2 pages, the monthly spread. Now there's this own little section, which I think is kind of cool, and this looks different in the neutral planner, and I'll show that to you next. The monthly dashboard, if you will. You can write birthdays, goals, any extra stuff you want to, and then the month on 2-page spread is next. And again, this is where I was a little worried I was not going to like the color, all of the color and the busyness, but I just think this is actually really pretty, and I like what they've done with this. So let's go ahead and flip. Let me take this out so you can see. They have made this a little bit more white spacey, even with the addition of the color at the top. It used to be a big block of color on that top margin, and now the color has been, you know, kind of pushed to the exterior. So it kind of opens up the calendar. I'm pretty sure the boxes are the exact same size, but they've made the notes section bigger, which is nice, and they've taken away with the little calendar to glance altogether, but it's on each page of the weekly spread. Let's go ahead and look. See, it wasn't on that, so they've moved it. They've moved it over, so it's cutting into your notes section a little bit. I honestly don't think this is incredibly necessary, but that's a personal call. What I would, if I was designing this myself, I would have liked to see this left kind of with more space like it is here, and then the option to have a little sticker that you could buy, like a little, you know, 12-month sticker pack if you want stickers on each page or whatever you want to do. I think that would be a nice option to give, but they didn't do that. So here you can really see what the difference is. The design is taking up a little less room, so I guess that bumps up the note space on the margin there. But the boxes, they've bumped up the size of the boxes a little bit. So the boxes between the headers were 2 inches, and now they're like 2 1/8 of an inch, basically. So they've bumped up the space under the headers a little bit, and they've made the headers much smaller, which is interesting. So I'm sure you can still put whatever sticker you want over that, but that's interesting to note. That's a subtle change there, but it is a change. And then if we look over here at the bottom, they've kind of rounded it. They've made it its own. It's a little bit more distinct, isn't it, with the rounded edges and the shaded bottom. I feel like the weekly calendar is just, it's looking a lot different, even though it's basically the same structure. They've just tweaked it ever so much. And I'll just flip through so you can see a little bit of the different colors and what that looks like. Very interesting, the little subtle changes they've made. I mean, how do you change something that's already pretty perfect? In my opinion, the original Life Planner design, which is this design, really was very innovative and very, it's just very flexible and useful. And how do you change that? Colors are really popping off the page. They're really beautiful. I wasn't really sure I was going to like all these little extra doodads, but I actually like them a lot more than I thought I would. And you can notice that they color coordinate, like the shading on the side of the monthly spread color coordinates with the monthly color scheme. So yellow for August, right, for October it's orange. Maybe I'm not as crazy about that. I'd rather this was white, to be honest, but that's just me nitpicking. So we get all the way through the calendar, we get to the back. We have a notes section, which is some lined paper, and then some dot grid paper with some of that kaleidoscope design on the side, a couple of coloring pages, and then this page, which just stumps me a little bit. And I'm not really sure what the point of this is for, other than just a decorative element. I don't know if it's for like vision mapping or goal setting, I would guess. And then you have your token contact sheet there, your one contact sheet, and then your future kind of upcoming year, so 2021, with space to write some things and make some notes. Let's just see, just for fun. Yeah, they still kind of have the same thing at the back. I feel like they had more coloring pages last year. Let's see. Yeah, this is basically the same. They didn't change this much. They just added lines here and put some more of this stuff in between the kaleidoscope pattern. And then you get your stickers. Really nice stickers. The Erin Condren stickers are really very nice. I love the foiling. It just really pops. They have the celebration sheet now, which I think is really nice, and then more of your standard labels there. One of my favorite changes they made is the back pocket. It is a nice tall folder now. You of course get the perpetual calendar included, which is nice, so this is good for writing stuff that doesn't change every year, to just keep from year to year in your planner. It's a really nice little handy thing to have, and your back dashboard again works with the wet dry erase markers just like the front. They finally changed the folder to have like really nice deep tall pockets so stuff doesn't go flying out of it. They had the tall pocket last year in the front, but they still did this silly little shallow pocket in the back, and they did that for a couple years in a row, and I just really disliked it, like seriously. And now it's the same on both sides, which is so much better in my opinion. And this is the back of that cover if you want to see. I think it's just gorgeous. Anyway, so that's the colorful vertical. Let's go ahead and look at the neutral vertical while we're at it. And you can see some of the different covers too while we're going through all this stuff. It's going to be the same in terms of structure and layout, but the coloring is going to be a little bit different. So you see the kaleidoscope in the front is the neutral palette, which still, let's just be honest, has color in it, but it's not quite as bright. It's more of a subdued gemstone kind of vibe. You have your cover page, and then here is the quote pages, and it's really kind of blue-gray tone with some yellows and some kind of blush tones mixed in there as well. Here's the year, the 2 years at a glance really, the goal setting or monthly planning sheets, and then we jump right into the planner. And you can see again the month cover, the month divider page has this new dashboard in the front. Now this is a little bit different from the colorful, which has a blank page with an awfully big margin around it, and then this is kind of the same, except it has shading in it that matches the monthly color schemes, right? Well, this is more white, obviously, and it's more dark grid. So they did a little bit of a differentiation there. And here's the month at a glance. This I think is a very nice, very classy looking. It still has hint of color, and each month still has a little hint of a monthly color scheme, but it is just barely there. It's like barely there, the color scheme. Now let me see, I think I have a neutral vertical. I do. So here's the neutral vertical from last year. Let's just look. Boxes are the same size. Again, they took out that month at a glance calendar. And now they've added this bit there, but other than that, it's pretty similar. It even uses, it looks like the same font, and the font sizing is all the same, and the structure is all the same. So that looks pretty similar. Here are the boxes. Here are the boxes. I'm actually going to flip to the middle, just so the planner lays flat a little bit more evenly. Okay, let's look at March. Wow. Wow. So still very neutral, good, with a little bit of a different color scheme for each month in the little kaleidoscope pattern thing they have at the top. Now with the month at a glance on the bottom of each weekly page. But again, the boxes have gotten a little bit bigger, pretty sure. We will double check. Here, we'll use this ruler this time. Whereas these have always been 2 inches, like on the dot, and now they're 2 inches and 2 1/8 inches. Interesting, very interesting. And there's no space between now. And the bottom is it's all connected, so it's a bit more of a cohesive day. It's a different look. I mean, look at this, and then look at this. It's a different look, right? It really is. It's a different look. And this goes on, and it's the same for each month. The only little difference is these little tiny splotches of color that kind of coordinate with each month. And then we get to the back. Let's look at the notes. And you get your few pages of lined paper, your few pages of dark gray paper, which are the exact same, a couple of coloring pages, which are exact same, and then your random hexagon page. Now with the neutral color palette and the contact sheet, your future years at a glance, it's 2021, and then the stickers. The stickers coordinate with the other ones just in the neutral pattern. The neutral color palette, and I think they're really, really nice. Folder in the back. The neutral has silver foil accents, whereas the colorful has yellow, gold, silver accents, but the perpetual calendar is the same for each planner, FYI. So that is the neutral vertical. I have one horizontal planner to show you. This is another one of the new covers that I think is really cool. I have the neutral horizontal. I don't have the colorful horizontal to show you, but I'll have a list of other content creators that I know of putting up their own first looks and reviews in the description bar below, so you can see who got a colorful, who has a colorful horizontal to show you. So, front of the planner looks very similar to the front of it's exactly the same as the, all the guts are the same. It's just the way that the calendar is formatted is different. You have the same setup with the monthly dashboard and the month on 2 pages. I'm gonna flip to March just so we can get a little flatter here. Look at this, okay? Now, I actually have a colorful horizontal from last year to show you, which is not an exact comparison, but I know that they structured the neutral one very similarly. They've gone with this rounded edge look this year. I guess this was what they wanted to do to change things up. I believe the spacing is the same on these. So you get the same amount of space as you did last year. And again, they've moved the month at a glance box into the weekly spreads and out of the monthly spread. So now it's on every weekly spread. I think that takes up space unnecessarily, personally. Again, I'm sharing you guys my personal opinions. Still think it's a gorgeous planner. Same beautiful paper. Really, really nice. It's going to look the same all the way throughout. Again, with the neutral, you have the one little color accent per month, and the top bar reflects that as well. But it's really very subtle. Is it a true neutral? Maybe not, but it is very subtle. I'll give you that much. And then kind of the, again, not really sure what to make of that page. Okay, so that's the color, that's the neutral horizontal. And then I have the colorful hourly to show you. Oops, and my cover fell off the back. Let's put that back on. If you're not familiar, if you're like new to Erin Condren Life Planners, they've had interchangeable covers now. I want to say for 3 or 4 years, which I think is wonderful. It was a very innovative, awesome idea, and means that you can really customize your planner for you, and you can change it up without having to buy like a whole new planner, right? Because I know people like to change. I like to change things up. Why not? So again, the colorful guts are going to be the exact same for all the structural stuff. You know, whatever. I mean, for the hourly. Now, I don't have last year's hourly planner to show you, but I have heard through the grapevine that they made a lot of changes with this, and people are not super pleased about it who are hourly lovers, right? So what they've done, from what I've heard, is they've increased the length of the day from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., which is a really nice big chunk of time. But in doing so, they've taken out the half-hour increments. So now you get 1 hour for it's pretty much like a third of an inch box or something. That's what it looks like to me. It's not a lot of space. I think that's going to present some problems for some. Some people are going to love it, and some people who are used to the other way, where it was a shorter time range, but they had more space. It's going to create a problem for some people. But, you know, if this is speaking your language, go for it. Again, they went with the rounded edges. The hourly is all kind of lumped together instead of separated like it is in the vertical and the horizontal. And they've done the shading thing. The hourly isn't really my cup of tea. I think it works for some people. It doesn't work for others. But I'm interested to know if any of you are hourly users from previous iterations of this planner, what you think about them taking out the half-hour increments and increasing the spread of time on each day. So that is the hourly colorful. It did make something brand new this year. Super-de-duper brand new. Something people have been asking for a long time, and I have an advanced sample to show you. Now before I show you this, I did speak to my contact at Erin Condren because there are some issues with this. She assured me that these are pre-production sample issues that should not get past quality control come launch day. I'll talk you through the things that I like about this and things that I'm not so fond of about this. To be honest, I was very excited to see them release a binder option. I had no idea what it was going to be like, and then when I got it, I was a little bit disappointed because I thought it would be a little bit different than it is. But I'll show you what it is first, and then we'll talk about that. So it's a linen covered binder. The binder itself is gorgeous. It's a very thick cardboard. It has a beautiful feel to it. You can get it embossed or monogram. I have an issue with mine is that when I've had it open like this, even just to the front page, I can't close it all the way just by flipping it closed because of the way that the paper gets stuck in the back. I don't know if this is because there's so much paper in there, if it's not fitting the rings perfectly well, maybe they need to be punched a little wider, or if it's because of a production issue with the back pages, which I'll show you in a second. But for me to get it to close, I have to actually pick it up and physically move all the papers over. So that's one thing that I'm hoping gets fixed before launch day. Another issue is mine right out of the box, hopefully my camera will pick this up, came with a gap. There's a gap in the top two rings there. This was something that I asked about specifically once I got this in the mail and was assured that this is a quality control issue that will be addressed before they ship out actual launch products. Hopefully this is something that won't get past quality control when it's actual launch time. Guts are the exact same as the planner. So like I said, this is the neutral vertical, which I've already showed you. It's the exact same. It's the exact same paper. They just punched it for this planner. It's a 6-punch planner with, no, it's 8. It's an 8-punch planner with 2 rings on the bottom and top and then 4 in the middle, which is very unusual. So if you want to punch things to put in yourself, you're going to be hard pressed to find a puncher that you can do that. You might have to do it, you know, with a single punch by hand. I don't know if they're going to sell a punch that goes with this. I would imagine they would, but that's just what that looks like right now. The pages get caught. Now, of course, mine's a little busted at the top already right out of the box, but it's, you know, you can flip them. It's just, it takes a little finesse. Again, this is something that hopefully once launch comes along next week, they will iron out these details. And another thing that they didn't iron out before sending out the press samples was that they actually included the sticker sheets in the back folder with the coil punching on them. This is a big boo-boo. This is not how it's supposed to be. I've been reassured that this will not be like this for launch day products, that it will be different. Otherwise, everything in the middle is just the same. It's just the binder that is different. I'm actually going to come back and talk to you a little bit more about my thoughts about the binder and sort of what I was hoping more for with it at the end of the video. I'm going to show you a couple of the accessories first. But this is a new option. It's something that people have been asking for a while, and I'm interested to see where they go with this. I think there's a lot they can do with this, and I'm interested to see how this is perceived by the community. Like I said, the binder itself is gorgeous. I just find it's a little unwieldy. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit. I do have several of the accessories to show you. They've launched a new set of the fine tip wet erase markers. You can use these in the dashboards. You can use these on any of the little extra boards and things you can get for your planner. Like here's one, the checklist dashboard, which I think is really cool looking. This would be good for doing any sort of weekly tracking, really. Just dot grid on the back. Pretty cool. And so this one has red, like a salmon color, a bright purple, and a gray, which is really nice. I have some prices for things, and I'll try to share them as I can. These are $10.50 for the wet erase marker. There's a new sticker book. This is edition 5 of the designer sticker book, and this is something I actually currently am using in my planning system. I've been using the On The Go planner folio, and I will be sharing more about that soon. I'll just flip through this really quick. I love these stickers. They're some of my favorite accessories that they make. Beautiful foiling, gorgeous colors. They really pop. They work, obviously they work beautifully in the planner. They also have these translucent ones, which I really like as well. And I just like using those. I think they're really fun. Fun stickers, really beautiful. And I like how they've tied in some past patterns like the hexagons. And of course the signature asterisk. I never say that right. The first time I say it. Anyway, I like this. I think this is great, and it's something I will look forward to using. They're offering a 10 pack of their dual tip multicolored markers now, which is really nice. This is $22.50 for the set. They used to come in just packs of 5, and now you can get it in a pack of 10, which I think is a really nice addition to the planner. And they've released a beautiful ballpoint pen that comes in this gorgeous box that I really like. And it's the kaleidoscope pattern, really pretty, with yellow gold accents. The pen is $18.50. There's I'm surrounded by paper, and I can't even show you. It writes really nicely. It's a very nice roll. It's just right out of the box, so there's a little bit of drag. Let's see. Sometimes you get a little bit of drag at the first time you're writing it. Yep, it's well, I don't know. There is a little bit of drag. So I'm getting a little bit of clumping on the ink, but I don't know if it's because it's brand new. Maybe I just need to wipe off the tip, but just something to note. I think it's a really beautiful pen, and it comes in a great box, so I really like that. This is the box they should have used for the planners. This box. We've got the pen holder, again, rose gold design. This is not really that new. They've had that before. The compliment cards, now in the kaleidoscope theme. I'll just flip through these really quickly. Compliment cards are $5 for a set, and these are just really cute. You can use them as little note cards. You can tuck them into somebody's lunch or as little love notes. So there are those. The metallic mini snap and bookmarks. Oh, sorry about the glare. They match the kaleidoscope now. $4.50 for those. There's a long sheet of, I really need to take everything out of plastic because there's such a glare, sorry. Long sheet of sticky note that fits really nicely in the margins of the life planner. There's also a coordinating sticky note dashboard I don't have to show you, and a couple of rolls of washi I don't have to show you. Here's another snap-in dashboard. This is more of the ruler, you know, like bookmark size. This would be good for meal planning, I would imagine. Habit tracking, priorities, very cool. We've got some new Keep It Together bands this year in this really pretty, this just reminds me of Easter for whatever reason, with this really pretty sparkly pink and blue and gray. And then a petite journal, which I am loving because, like I said, I'm using the On The Go folio, which holds the petite journal size things, which is the same on the inside. This is just a line journal, but I really like the kaleidoscope pattern with the gold foil. It's just gorgeous. And then probably my favorite accessory is this planning pack. This is stunning. This also comes in neutral, and so does the petite journal and the pen, and a couple of the other things I believe as well. I just think this is stunning. So if you're not familiar with the planning pack, this was designed to hold your pens and other planner accessories, like you slip stickers or whatever, and there are even more pens. It has a big elastic band on the back. Not only does it hold your pens, but it holds your planner together, and it's super cute. I love that. And you can also use it on their notebooks. I've seen other people use it on the gold folio. Let me go grab mine. Okay, I've seen people put theirs on their folios. I want to see how that. I haven't actually tried that. Oh, it fits like a charm. It fits just perfect. Look at that. This is my folio, by the way. I will be showing you guys that at some point. I've been using it every day and I've been loving it. I really like this. The Planny Pack retails for $20. I forgot to say the sticker book. The sticker book, $15.50. The Petite Journal's $9. The Elastic Band set, $10.50. Single pen holders, $3.50. You can buy the planner storage box separately for $6. You can buy the snap and ruler separately for $4.50. And they have a couple of big bundles. A Kaleidoscope Accessories Mega Bundle, which is a $75 for $60. I think there's a picture of that I can overlay in here. And then a New to EC Life Planner Bundle, which is $123.50 value for $98. If I can find any pictures of those things, I will layer them on in here for you. But that's basically all I have to show you today. All I have, she says, after I've showed you 5 planners and a million accessories. But everything's so beautiful, and I really love the design much more than I thought I would. Just a few notes and changes I thought I'd point out here today. And let's chat a little bit more about those binders. Well, what did you think? I'm so curious to know what you guys think. I'm going to give you my thoughts kind of condensed here now in one place. I really like this launch. I was honestly a little nervous. I'd heard a few things here and there about this launch, and honestly they made me a little nervous. I thought the kaleidoscope pattern was going to be too busy in the planner, and I really wasn't sure about the binder, and I'm still not so sure about it. First, positively, I think the gold standard here, the coil bound life planner, is beautiful. I think they've done a really nice job in keeping with the basic principle that they started with, you know, however many years ago now, and then just tweaking it a little bit, trying out different things. Honestly, if I were to build my absolute perfect life planner, it would be the colorful, like other pages, like the dashboards and the monthly stuff, and even the monthly calendar, but maybe with just a blank thing there, with the neutral guts. Is it this one? Yeah, that would be what I would do. And actually, I have been chatting with other ladies who received previews, and a couple other gals have said the same thing. The box, like I said, it's a great start. I think it could be a lot better. Honestly, if it could be this box, that would be money. Like, I think that would be worth the $5 increase in the base price of the planner, plus the nixing, the little zipper vinyl pouch they used to include, if it could be this kind of box. I don't know what costs are. I don't know what production is like. This is just me as consumer telling you what I would want if I was designing the perfect Erin Condren life planner. That's what I would want. I'd want a colorful / neutral vertical with colorful accents, but neutral in the actual calendar part, and a better box. But I love the accessories. I think the sticker book, if I were to pick a few accessories, I would pick the sticker book and the planny pouch. And if you don't have any of the markers, these are really nice. I love that they come in a set of 10 now. I want to test this pen a little bit more because it writes really nicely. It's just a little goopy. So I don't know, it might just be another quality control issue. It might just be my pen. It might just be because it's new and I haven't really written with it yet. But those would be my go-to accessories if I was purchasing, you know, on launch day, for sure. Now, the binder. I'm going to be real here. I was pretty disappointed when I saw what the binder actually was. Because when they first announced, and this was a surprise, I didn't hear any inkling of this in advance really, except until like a couple weeks ago. When I heard they were releasing a binder, I was like, yes, this is something that, you know, even Erin Condren herself said she wasn't going to do, that she didn't think was in her lineup, and then they did it, and I thought, yes, people will love this, because I know people uncoil their life planners and punch them to put into binders. And when they said binder, I thought they would mean more of a traditional planner binder, as in something like a Filofax or a Webster's Pages or a Kiki K. That sort of binder, like an A5 size, even if they want to keep it big, ranging down to personal pocket size. That's what I thought they meant when they were talking about releasing a binder range. I did not expect it to be basically like a cardboard binder. It's beautiful. Like the binder itself, I will say the linen is gorgeous and I think it's really pretty. But I didn't think it would be punched in this weird configuration 242. I didn't think they would put a whole calendar, a whole 18-month calendar. It is really hard. If you've ever done a, you know, planning in a binder, like a Filofax Webster's Pages kind of binder, it's, you know, it's really, you can't keep even a whole year, really. It's difficult to put in a binder. And this is 18 months, and you can only buy these together. You can't buy any of the pieces separately, and right now they only come in the 18-month sizes. I'm a little disappointed at the construction. I feel like it feels a little rushed to me. Maybe it's just because I have a sample, like I said, which I was told that they would address some of the issues before they send out, you know, actual purchase products. This is a, you know, this is the PR sample. So I think it could use a little work. I think if you were to take out some of the calendar pages, it would close and the pages would turn better. And like I said in the overhead part, hopefully they'll fix the ring situation. But I gotta be honest, I was bummed that it's not an actual Filofax style planner. I thought, wow, how cool to have the Erin Condren amazing designs and aesthetic. Like, hello, can you imagine this as a binder cover? Like, can you imagine? Gorgeous. I would, hey, people at Erin Condren, make this in the on-the-go folio. I would love that. Please make this in the on-the-go folio. I love it. This is the on-the-go folio. It's basically just a notebook cover that you slide notebook in like a traveler's notebook. But that's copyrighted, so they don't call it that. But hello, please make one of those. Yay. That would be awesome. Anyway, I'm a little disappointed. That being said, there is a lot of room to grow with this. I think this is a good jumping off point. I like that they've added the concept to their lineup because now they can really build it and grow. To me, it's kind of how I felt when the Apple Watch first came out. I was like, that's really cool. I want one of those, but I'm gonna wait a year until they, you know, figure out the bugs and kind of fix things and make it run better. Because sometimes the first release of any like kind of new and hot thing on the market isn't, you know, needs some time for them to figure out. Obviously, I bought the watch and I've loved it ever since, but I waited a year. This might be one of those things that if I were advising a friend, I would say, maybe if you really want to try it, sure. But if you're on the fence, maybe wait a year, go with the traditional coil style, because nothing beats this coil in terms of spiral bound planners. Nothing beats it that I've seen. That's just my opinion, but I've seen a lot of planners. And the paper is gorgeous and the colors are vibrant, and there's so many layouts you can choose from, you know, between the two color tones, colorful palettes, I should say, colorful and neutral, and then the three different calendar layouts between, you know, hourly, horizontal, vertical. Really, the sky's the limit with that. So, final thoughts. Love the Life Planner. It makes me want to jump back into it. I'm really loving using the on-the-go folio. I will do a video for you guys soon. I just wanted to make sure I spend at least a month or two in it first, because that's my new planning system and it's really working for me. But having this makes me want to have it again. And even one of my planner friends was even talking about uncoiling the binder and putting all of the colorful monthly dashboards and monthly calendars, but with the neutral weekly calendar in between. I was like, that sounds like a lot of work, but it sounds amazing. You can make that for me. And by the way, how gorgeous is this cover? They're gonna have so many new covers that coordinate with the kaleidoscope theme in neutral. And these come in, I have the colorful versions, but they come in neutral and in colorful, and they come with different metal tones if you get one with any gold foiling on it. Metal foiling, it's not all just gold foiling. Anywho, those are my thoughts. That's my preview. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm so excited. If you're wondering when you can order these, if you're an EC Insider, which is something you sign up for on the website, you can order starting May 6th. General launch is May 8th. The base price for the 18-month Life Planner is $60. It's the same for the binder. And then there are some upcharges for personalization, things like that. So keep that in mind. They're, you know, I would say they're mid-high range planners, but definitely the quality is reflected, especially in the coil version, I think. And you get the box now, so that's something to consider as well. Anywho, I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'm hosting a big giveaway so you guys can enjoy this launch with me. I'll have more information about that below. Enter to win a gift card to have a shopping spree on launch day. And I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much to my friends at Erin Condren for sending me these products and letting me share them with all of you guys. I appreciate it so much. I treasure that relationship, and I am always so excited to see what they come out with. And I hope you guys are too. Thanks so much for watching, and happy planning. Bye, you guys. Take care.